I would like to take the holy water, pour it to every company website, and then things that are lies should disappear.
Triple check the contractor with whom you're going to work for a few months or even years.
You don't need to connect all 50 companies that is in your shortlist.
When we talk about development, it is not only about code and tools. Hi everyone, nice to see you on our channel. Today we with Andriy would like to discuss very interesting and sometimes headache topic for some product owners. So that is a topic which makes which sometimes don't let people sleep at night. So how to choose a software development partner and how to understand if the people whom you choose are the right one.
Okay, and I will be very straightforward and tell you, we're going to talk today about very, very serious shit. And I will tell you, and to explain you why, I will tell you what going to happen in case you choose wrong software development partner. So you obviously will lose money. You obviously will lose time. You will lose market opportunity. And well, this is not so obvious because just keep in mind that lots of people in the same moment trying to build maybe similar things to what you want to, and delays may cost you the whole business or market share or whatever. And in the end of the day, something that people never think about, it's you actually gonna be get ashamed. Just think about that when you start any new business. And software development, it's kind of crazy idea. It's always people around you will point at you and tell, I told you, you was wrong. And that's all because you choose wrong people to work with. LinkUp worked on market for 8 years. We done more than 130 projects. 40% of our existing customers come to us because they was not satisfied with their current development that they had in that time. Mm-hmm. And they come to us because they had all of that problems that I just told about. So this is very serious, how to find the right partner. And very important, we are not going to tell you choose LinkUp. We're going to give you some kind of the 1, 2, 3 steps, like guide, that will allow you to find exactly your partner. Because in the end of the day, synergy between you two giving you that result that, actually making you money in the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree with you, Andriy. Choosing the right software development company for your product is like hiring a crew to build your new house. And triple check the contractor with whom you're going to work for a few months or even years. Most probably it will be years. And more important, this decision may decide on your failure or success. So based on our experience and experience of people with whom we are working, we will divide this video into 3 sessions. And in each session, we will talk about 3 steps of guidelines of how to choose a software development company. So briefly, these 3 categories have such. So the first one, it is searching of the company. Second one, it is the first contact with the company, like what you have to ask, how you have to understand if it is the right people. And the third one is one of the most interesting. It's actually analyzing of the proposition and comparing of different offers from different companies. Today we will talk about the first topic, which is searching and filtering of the companies.
Let's go straight to the point. So you already realized that you need help in building of your software product. It doesn't matter is it startup or you want to digitalize existing business, you want to automate it or whatever. And you know what the first things to do? Go ask your friends. Very simple. Go ask your friends. Maybe someone already worked with somebody and they can just refer you. And that's it. And, by their experience, you could understand what exactly you will need. Now, very important point here. What if your friend is wrong?
It is exactly what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, what if they just work too long and they just don't want to explore new opportunities? What if they, something that worked for your friend will not work for you? in that moment, you already need to go with something else.
Yes, such may happen that something that worked for your friend probably will not work for you. So we will talk about an alternative way. So everything, the first step, it is searching. So, and when I talk about searching, like most thought would come to your mind on the first place, it will be, let's Google it. Is it the correct way? Yes and no. It is not enough just to open the Google search and text the web or mobile development company, because such search will give you a bunch of random companies which are located in different countries with different abilities, different prices, and it will be very hard to compare these companies and find something what fit exactly you. So what is the alternative? The best way is to search for the platform and resources which already provide you a ready list of companies with already highlighted the most important information, like the short information about companies with categories and filters, so you can very efficiently filter the companies and find the most interesting one already by some search criteria which fits you. So it will be much efficiently.
So those companies, it's like what?
These companies, these resources can be Clutch, for example, Upwork, Good Firms, Quora. It is quite a bunch of them, and exactly this platform you can Google.
Well, yeah, exactly. Just in case, we are not advertising these platforms right now. We never been paid. We would like to, but we didn't. Yeah, and this is just something that is the most popular things where people can find us, for example, right? But those things already have tools, and those things already have checked reviews. Basically, all of them actually check reviews. One thing that Oksana didn't mention is another website called behance.com. This is the website for designers, and this is quietly separate things from others. We will talk about this a little bit later. So don't be lazy and try to use those platforms as deep as possible. Like, don't just take the top 10 companies from Clutch or top what Upwork give you in their search result or whatever. First of all, you need to understand how the platforms work. I mean, companies, they can pay for being in the top in some kind of the categories. In Upwork, just to be very precisely and not be hated by freelancers who work there, you can't pay to be on the top list, but still you can do some kind of the search optimization. Still you can ask your friend to hire you and put you the good rating. So there are ways. So don't be lazy, try to go a little bit deeper. Again, this is not the Google and go to the first page or whatever. So what criteria, what exactly you need to be what exactly you need to think about and what you need to find there. So first of all, it's reviews. Like all of those kind of platforms having the reviews, but don't just read the review. Try to read a review, between the lines. Like all of the platforms have great reviews. All of the companies listed there is almost 5-star or very close to it. But when you read it, actually, very briefly, you already can find something that will find sound inside of your soul. And in case you feel that, well, put that company to your list. Just create some kind of the Google spreadsheet or the Excel spreadsheet or just spreadsheet. I believe you got it, spreadsheet, right? And put it in. The second thing that you need to think about, like budgets. Usually on those kind of platforms, you may understand with what budgets company work. And I mean, in case you have $5,000, it may make no sense to write to the company that the minimum budget is 100,000, right? Because you will just spend your time. That's it. From another standpoint of view, it's okay in case you find the company that working with the small budget and big budget in the same times. That's totally normal. I mean, some people believe it's weird or it's impossible to have the small team and big team. No, it's possible. Like I tell you as an expert, basically, that's possible. So don't just throw them away. Visual information. very tough things, very subjective things, but still somebody with whom you potentially will work in the future, you need to like what they're doing. I mean, they need to find a good way to present what and how they're doing that. And by visuals, I actually don't mean portfolio right now. I mean like all of the other material, portfolio actually as well. And the last one is portfolio. Sorry for talking too much portfolio, but still, what is portfolio? It's not just the nice picture. Portfolio is how it looks, for whom it was done, and how successful that people became because of that. That's what you need to think. How successful the people became. Because in case no success afterwards, in case this is that born project, never launch, and just to be precise, in case we're talking about the startups, it's very challenging thing. I mean, 3% only succeed, but at least good company need to have at least one or two that was succeed. I mean, don't search for somebody who, in case you find somebody where everyone 100% successful stories, that's not true. I mean, that's definitely not true. They either don't show unsuccessful or they lie. So be precise about that, portfolio. If I would be someone who searched for the partner, and actually sometimes I do, I would, the first list of very basic analysis, like I just explained, I would short down to 50 companies. So as soon as your spreadsheet you have like 50 companies, okay, we may assume that you stop with that stage.
With searching. Also, I want to add some additional categories to the searching of the companies and to the shortlist. So we also, because we talk about like some things which you can actually feel like portfolio, you can check like budgets and kind of this stuff. But firstly, you also have to you have some personal criteria, like which you're feeling as a person. For example, you may have some stereotypes, and if you think that the best developers are in Lviv, so look for them in Lviv. Don't try to go opposite of your thinking in your stereotypes, because when you will make it vice versa, and when you will start with the company and you feel it always will come to the up, you always will have these stereotypes on your mind, and it will not be good neither for you neither for company. So it can spoil your partnership. So try to feel yourself, trust to yourself, and just be with that. Also, don't try to find companies all over the world. So choose a few countries with whom you think it will be comfortable to work with you in case of time zone. Because if you are not an early bird and you don't like to wake early in the morning, don't choose a company who are in 10 hours difference with you. And also very important, it is culture synergy. So you have to filter countries which you think by culture they will be close to your vision and align with it.
Yeah, I actually have a funny story about this. I once have the customer who set up the calls with me when it was 5 a.m. his time. And and he actually stopped that. And every time he came to the call week after week, he was more tired and more tired every time. And I honestly asked him, like, let's call him Bill, right? Like, Bill, why, like, we can shift it. I mean, I can do it later my time, and that will be like 9 a.m. your time. Don't need to wake up so early. You know what he told me? He told like, well, but I'm the businessman. I mean, all successful businessmen, they must get up early. That's why I doing that. No. I mean, not at all. I mean, in case that's fine for you, in case you like it, of course, wake up early. But, you need to build the business, not to be that stereotype early wake up morning millionaire without a million. So that's exactly what you're telling. Don't, in case you have something inside of your head, brain, culture, whatever, don't break it, because some people usually trying to separate some kind of, like, they believe this is emotional stuff and it's not supposed to influence business. Well, that's not true. I
Just
mean,
don't push yourself,
yeah,
right?
don't push yourself to the edge. Like, in case you don't like whatever, even not objective reasons, that's fine.
And
Don't.
I, by the way, have the opposite story. I have the one guy with whom I am working, and he is actually wake upping at 6 a.m. because he worked with Ukrainians, so with us and other companies. And I asked him, is it okay for you to wake up such early? And he told for me, yes, it is perfectly for me because in the morning I can finish all my stuff with the software companies and other agency. And then I can do like rest of my day after 12 p.m. I can do like my stuff, my business, my life, and it is very comfortable for him.
That
So choose what comfortable for you and what will be convenient. Don't push on yourself.
exactly.
Okay, Andre, so we have this list of 50 companies, but actually our next step is actually call with the representative of the company. So, and I think truly that 50 companies, it is too much of the time you need to spend to connect all of them and to speak with each representative. So do we have something how we can like make this list shorter?
Well, of course, you don't need to connect all 50 companies that is in your shortlist, right? You firstly need to do your own analysis, which will take a little bit more time. I believe that each of company from that 50 is supposed to take you at least like from 5 to 10 minutes to analyze. Well, I will be like super captain, just open website. Ta-da! When you open website, you may realize that what you like, what you don't like. But okay, what exactly you need to search on that website? Like, check for industry experience. There may be the cases when company don't have experience in exactly your industries and they still may fit to you, and I will talk about this later kind of. But in general, in case you are searching someone to build a marketplace, well, check did they build marketplace before, because you need to have some kind of the technical knowledge to make it. You can't build a successful Amazon competitor without building it kind of before, maybe a little smaller or whatever. Check the reviews again on their website. So you already kind of read some reviews on Clutch or Upwork or whatever, but check what they post about themselves on the website. Good companies, they usually also have the link to the LinkedIn, so you even can try to connect with their previous customer and try to talk with them. This is not actually that stage, that's on the proposal, our third video, but already just check, does that people at least real? It's very easy. Google the name, find the picture. I mean, it's super easy. It's really 5 minutes. But in case company lie on their website, well, that's already not a good sign, right? Analyze the case studies. That's very important. All companies have examples of work. They usually present it very beautifully. They hire good designer, even in case they don't have designer inside of the company, because they have only developers, right? They all present it very well, but try to understand how long it take to do such kind of projects to accomplish, what kind of teams they organize, is the team big or no, what kind of process they use, how do you feel about the process, do you feel it right or no, because there are no right paths, like 100% right paths, but still you need to find something that find the sounds inside of your soul. And very important things about the company's websites, which you always need to understand, this is something that was built to sell you. And I have the friend of mine who work in marketing, and she tell that I would like to take the holy water, pour it to every company website, and then thinks that our lies should disappear. Well, try to pull that holy water. Try to understand what is true and what is not. It's very hard, but still those company who will have the lowest percentage of disappearing after that, imagining holy water pouring, I hope it's not too complicated, like those company need to be in your shortlist in the end of the day.
Also, I think that important here, what actually I'm doing when I'm analyzing company's website, I really like to go to their social media and see actual company, because as you said, websites are created in order to sell, but social media is usually created more for the people who working inside of the company. And I really like to look to the faces of the people who work in the company. For example, Instagram show very well like the company from the inside. So the employees, like how they make their posts, like what they write there, like for sure different. It depends on the company. Some company also make Instagram like selling thing, but I really like when companies have their some live pictures, so you can really feel the company from the inside.
Yeah, by the way, again, I would like to emphasize that Oksana just told you very, very big, how to call it, hole in marketing. I don't know. Well, whatever. Really, guys, in case you search for someone, for some outsourcing partner, keep in mind that Instagram usually built for inner market, like for find employees, not to find the customers. So by watching their Instagram, you can understand what actually happened inside. So just keep that in mind. I mean, I believe 95% of companies I know we do like that, So sure, that's right.
And talking about analysis of the website, I recommend also to look for the design work of the company. So because when we talk about development, it is not only about code and tools, it is also about the look of your future platform, and design here is very important. So in order to observe the design work, the best platform is Behance and Dribble. So it have to be on the website, somewhere on the website. Just look for it, most probably in the footer of the website. Open the Behance link and look like how the design work look like, and do they have it at all?
First of all, not all of the companies, they have their own departments of design. Design is not about beautiful things. It's about useful things, something that is really cool for users to use every day, right? And again, not all companies have design departments. I personally recommend you to choose those companies who has design department and development department as well. I know lots of people who firstly hire independently designer, and after that they hire independently developers, and they lost a lot of money because of that. Well, not in a sense lost, they just overpay. Why? Because you got the greatest design in the world, and in the end of the day that design go to developers, and you know what happened? Designers don't control the process anymore in this case, and you don't have guarantee that developers will do with your design what it actually supposed to be. When you're working with companies who has a design department and development department under one roof, designers, in the good process, obviously, designers control developers in the way to make the design look beautiful. And Behance, in this case, you can search for the companies there to find those who can do great designs, and then just work and shortlisted those who also have development departments. Also keep in mind that those companies who have design departments, they are more product oriented than coding oriented. You don't need code. In case you could build your digital product without any line of code, you would do it, right? Obviously. Sure. But you can't, but still you need to have the product. And product, it's not about only coding. It's about full cycle. Design, business analysis, software development, coding in the sense, quality assurance, launching, and so on and so on. So we recommend you to find someone who has all of that full cycle, because that companies is taking responsibilities. Like LinkUp work like this, and we are taking responsibilities for everything. Because when you have different people for different things, well, then you have shared responsibilities, and shared responsibilities mean no one is responsible actually. So that is very important about what you need to know about design plus development, and how to find those people who are good in that.
Yeah, I'm agree with you, and this is a good example that when you're in a shop and you want to buy something, it is always cheaper to buy a package product than buy products differently. So when you have everything on the one pack, it is always will be some discount on it. So like
Kinda,
I'm not
yes.
talking about discount, but I'm talking about like when you like this transition.
About less headache.
Yes, about this transition between the teams. So move from one company to another, it is can make a lot of
And yeah, and
issues.
between sometimes design company, they tell, well, we have the partners who like we transfer and we have the process. No,
Okay.
they don't.
Okay, I believe that we already go too deep on the design and development,
Yeah, sorry.
and we will record another video to explain and to talk about this, because actually it is very interesting topic which have a lot of different lines which are important to mention, but we will talk about it in our other record. So actually it is our finish. We have like four steps of searching and filtering process. So first one, it is shortlist. Firstly, search the platforms where you will search the companies.
Yeah.
Then choose the criteria by which you will filter them. So like budgets, countries, portfolios. So what you are looking for. Also, don't forget about your personal and attitude and your stereotypes and culture synergy. And the fourth one, it is when you have a list of 50 companies, shortlist them, like check
Till 10.
Yeah, to 10. Like delete this one whom you think will not be a good fit. And these 10 companies which you get at the end, it is this one with whom you are ready to move to the next step and actually go to the call with the representative and dig deeper into each of them to understanding their vision and their approach to the product development.
The last thing that I could add to this, during all of the process, that's actually like tough things, it's important and tough. So good luck. But during that process, you may suddenly recognize someone who will be inside of your brain. So like, like you check in the next company website, and you still remember about that first one. Maybe that's your love. Like, just be sure that you contact them the first. That's also happen. Don't forget about loud people. It's everywhere.
Perfect finish of our video.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Well, about how to connect those 10 companies that left in your list, we will give you in the second series of that. Thank you for your time, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.